Good morning and welcome to Cedar Valley Today. I'm Ryan Riebenecker.
And I'm Courtney Moser. Church representatives from the Waverly area had the opportunity to connect with Wartburg College students at a recent church fair. I spoke with a few pastors and students in attendance to learn more. On Wednesday, September 19th, Wartburg College hosted a church fair in their student center. Wartburg's Dean of Spiritual Life, Pastor Brian Beckstrom, organized the event as a way for local churches to connect with students. Jesse Hinkle is the lead pastor of the Waverly Orchard Hill Church. He shares about Beckstrom's invitation and the purpose of the church fair.
We invited the churches in to come in and just set up and have an opportunity to meet students who maybe wouldn't take the opportunity to come out in the community. So we're here just to meet with students and say we're here to connect and offer an opportunity to be a part of the faith community.
16 churches were in attendance to speak with students, and Samantha Fobb was one of them. Fobb shares about the connections she made while attending the church fair.
I've gotten the chance to talk to pretty much everyone here, so I've gotten to interact with different churches in town that have given me the opportunity to come to their services, but also just to make different relationships with people in the Waverly community.
Also in attendance was a representative from the Waterloo Islamic Center. Yusra Malik is a Muslim student who shares her experiences from the church fair.
I came here and I got to meet with the representative from the mosque, which was very exciting because I haven't met many Muslims around this area. And just to get to talk and just to figure out things that I could do, programs that I could be involved in to get more involved in the Muslim community here.
Regardless of religious affiliation, churches in attendance shared a similar message, welcoming students to their churches. Pastor Carolyn Bowers of Trinity United Methodist Church extended that message.
We would love to have anybody who wants to come. We're a very open and accepting church.
Hinkle and Fobb share concluding thoughts from the event.
I think churches have so much to offer.
I hope everyone felt a place that they can kind of call home off of campus.
Students are encouraged to extend the connections made at the church fair and attend worship services throughout the local community. Reporting for Cedar Valley Today, I'm Courtney Moser. For information about future church-related events on campus and in the Waverly area, contact Wartburg College Dean of Spiritual Life, Pastor Brian Beckstrom. Local churches can also offer more information.
Every year, the Wartburg English and Modern Language Department hosts the Michelson, Briner, and Kildall Literary Symposium. This year, Wartburg brought to campus Dr. Aaron Agee. Cedar Valley Today's Sylvia Oakland has more.
For some people, language can be considered a barrier between them and another person. However, for Dr. Aaron Agee, this is not the case. The Turkish native can speak 4 different languages, including English and Turkish, and is the director of MFA in Literary Translation at the University of Iowa, located in Iowa City.
I'm originally from Turkey, and I have been in the Midwest for 36 years, so I'm a very well transplanted, almost native.
Students from the English and Modern Language Department were invited to join Dr. Agee and Wartburg faculty for a dinner, which was located in the Castle Room of the Student Center. The dinner featured a meal for students and faculty, followed by Dr. Agee giving a few words. The next event for Dr. Agee was to give his presentation entitled Found in Translation, which highlighted the amount of concentration, dedication, and empathy it takes to work in translation.
In the age of globalization, translation has become almost a common language because everything we trade or communicate across the globe has to go through the process of translation. And the point I want to bring out is that through translation we're able to share in each other's human experiences, but also we try to build a better society by emphasizing the virtues of empathy and hospitality and coexistence.
Dr. Zach Montgomery, the Associate Professor of Spanish at Wartburg, was the man behind the scenes as he brought Dr. Agee to campus. Dr. Montgomery hopes his students left Agee's presentation with questions to help further their curiosity in languages.
I hope that my students came away with questions about their own language learning and even their own language skills in their first language, because I certainly came away thinking about things differently after hearing him speak and speaking with him several events over the past couple of days. I feel like that would be my greatest hope for students, is that they come away with more curiosity about how translation can really change the way they think about learning and language.
For Cedar Valley Today, I'm Sylvia Oakland.
Currently, Wartburg Choir Director Dr. Lee Nelson is on sabbatical, but filling in for him is Professor Tom Trenny. Professor Trenny is coming from First Plymouth Church in Lincoln, Nebraska, in which he was the minister of music. During his stay at Wartburg, he will be in charge of the Wartburg Choir, but also Riddichor, the men's choir.
I'm really excited to see where this year goes, especially with two spectacular conductors working together to create the best choir that they can.
I am so excited for this year. It's going to be really awesome having both the conductors and the new members also are super awesome, and so excited to see how the sound will grow throughout the year and how we'll learn and grow together as a choir and become a family.
I'm really excited for the way that year is going so far. We have gotten a lot of work done in just the first couple weeks, and I know that from here we're going to do some really great things.
I think it will go really good. I'm super excited. We have a lot of good music going on this semester, and then once Dr. Nelson's back, it'll be even better. And Professor Trenny is amazing, and we're in such good hands with him.
We hope that Professor Trenny's stay will be prosperous, and we wish all choirs a successful year. We'll be right back after this quick break. Keep it here.
Every time I hear the alarm bell go off in school, I think it's an air raid.
A lot of houses in our neighborhood have been destroyed.
I like to close my ears and sing songs whenever the bombs come close.
I'm worried our new neighbors won't like us.
But I know it's all gonna be worth it.
I just want my family to be safe.
But these are not my words.
These are not my words.
These are not my words.
Welcome back to Cedar Valley Today. Most college students used to consider themselves safe, whether it be on campus or doing a simple activity. But with recent fatal events, things have changed. We go to Cedar Valley Today's Nathan Stephanie with more on the story.
Recent events in Iowa have put college students around the state on edge. This summer saw the tragic events unfold surrounding the disappearance of University of Iowa student Molly Tibbetts, who was taken, attacked, and killed while jogging around her hometown. This past week saw the unfortunate death of another college student. Iowa State student Celia Barquin Arozamina was a Big 12 golf champion from Spain who was killed while golfing near campus. Wednesday night, a tearful vigil was held on ISU's campus in her memory.
She spent 2 Thanksgivings with my family at my home in Cedar Rapids. My parents called her their European daughter. She was more than my teammate, roommate, and friend. She was my sister.
With these awful things happening to college students who were simply doing what they enjoyed, why should other college kids feel safe? Wartburg Head of Security Jay Thomason maintains that security is paramount to them, and they plan to keep it that way.
I want everybody to feel safe. I feel safe here. The unpredictability is you never know what somebody's thinking. You never know what act somebody's about to commit. So securing anything, we can say that everything is completely secure, which I believe we do have some good plans in place. But somebody from an outside, we never know what's going to occur when somebody is going to act out.
Thomason added that one old phrase is still a crucial idea.
I think it's very important to see something, say something. And I think if you look back in history to a lot of terroristic attacks, a lot of major crimes that have occurred, people had seen something and thought it was odd, but never said something at that point in time.
For Cedar Valley Today, I'm Nathan Stephanie.
Other campus safety tips from security include not looking at your phone or technology while walking, or carrying something simple yet effective like pepper spray.
Cedar Falls Food Co-op is hosting their 5th annual Fall Food Fest in efforts to create a full-service and member-owned grocery store in Cedar Falls. The festival will take place on September 25th from 6 to 7:30 p.m. at the Cedar Falls Community Center and will feature food samples, live music, activities for kids, and more. Currently, the Cedar Falls Food Co-op has nearly 900 members in the surrounding communities of Waterloo and Cedar Falls. Among those communities is Waverly. Featured Waverly vendors include Kaser Farms, who will be providing seasonal vegetables, Solstice Farm, and Whistling Thistle Farm in Shell Rock. Now we're going to for more information about the festival and the co-op, please visit www.cedarfallsfood.coop. Now we're going to turn to Ryan with a look at your weather. Here it is.
Thanks, Courtney. Taking a look at your 7-day forecast, kicking it off today, we will have a high of 58 degrees, a low of 39. That will be our coldest day throughout our 7-day forecast. Expect some wind and partly cloudy skies, but then moving into our weekend, Saturday and Sunday, getting warmer and warmer still. 66 degrees is your high on Saturday, all sun, along with Sunday at 72 degrees. Monday and Tuesday, then kicking off next week, expect clouds to move in a little bit, with Monday being our warmest day of the 7-day forecast. 75 degrees is your high. Tuesday, temperatures kicking back down a little bit to 65 degrees. Partly cloudy skies again, but Wednesday, sun's going to come back out. Temperatures are going to kick up just a notch to 66 degrees. And then ending our 7-day forecast, we're looking at Thursday with a high of 60 degrees and thunderstorms with a chance of showers. Back to you, Courtney.
Keep it here because after the break, we'll be talking with Juana Perez and Esmeralda Alarcon. Stay here.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your closet. Still no jobs? Just more stuff? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed. And they're the stuff inside your stuff. Our job is to unlock those jobs. And it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Every time I hear the alarm bell go off in school, I think it's an air raid.
A lot of houses in our neighborhood have been destroyed.
I like to close my ears and sing songs whenever the bombs come close.
I'm worried our new neighbors won't like us.
But I know it's all gonna be worth it.
I just want my family to be safe.
But these are not my words.
These are not my words.
These are not my words.
Start a story. Adopt at theshelterpetproject.org.
It looks like I'm sitting on.
Wake the sun.
the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun.
Welcome back to Cedar Valley Today. Joining us in the studio this morning are leaders and members of Wartburg's student organization SALSA, Juana Perez and Esmeralda Alarcon. Welcome and thank you both for being here this morning.
Thank you for having us.
So can you share a little bit about what is SALSA and what is the purpose behind it?
I'm the treasurer of SALSA, and it's a new organization on campus. It started last year. Not a lot was done with it last year, and so we have a brand new exec team. We have a lot of things we want to get done this year, but I would say our primary focus with starting this organization on campus was we wanted to create kind of this cultural awareness, cultural diversity on campus. Wartburg always strives for diversity on campus, and so we just kind of wanted to contribute to that as far as educating people and engaging people within the Latino culture and what that consists of. And so that means bringing different events to campus. And I don't know, would you like to?
Okay, one of our main purposes is to break stereotypes about the Latino and Hispanic community.
That's mostly our primary goal with creating an organization like this, was to create this cultural awareness, cultural diversity on campus.
Yeah, and with that, why do you think that it's so important that we expand that cultural diversity on our campus?
I think with everything that's been going on, especially in the media and everywhere across the world, I think we grow as humans with gaining this cultural understanding, and we'll only grow if we understand one another. And so, especially with SALSA, we strive to create that within the Latino community. And obviously, SALSA is not just for students who identify as Hispanic or Latino. They're for all students who want to become more engaged and understand more. So.
Wonderful. And you also touched on some of your events. So can you share with us what are the events that you host?
Sure. Last year, actually, towards the end of May, more in the beginning of May, we celebrated May Cinco de Mayo. So we did some activities with the students like Loteria, which is like that Hispanic bingo, and we gave away some prizes. And we also had movie night where we played Coco, and we have some hot chocolate. But this year, actually, we're trying to be more involved. Like tomorrow, we're going to the Latino Heritage Festival to Des Moines.
Wonderful. Can you share with me more about that and who maybe will be in attendance?
Okay, we are actually having 11 students, and I'm the only executive member going. And pretty much it's just like for other students to have like the opportunity to go back and have some Hispanic food and just learn about some Latino dances and stuff like that.
And what do you think you'll take away from this experience, and how will you bring that back to Wartburg's campus?
I feel like some of those students already going are Latino, so it's good to be back, because Wartburg doesn't have a lot of those things. So it's good to go back and revisit their culture and stuff like that. And some of the students that are not Latino and are going, they're going to have that experience of food and culture and diversity.
Wonderful. What else do you hope that SALSA will be doing in the future or strive to do?
Yeah, so we want to incorporate different events that are celebrated not just in Mexican culture and cultures with Central America. And so we're hoping to do something with like Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos, and so we're not entirely sure what we want to do with that yet. It might be making sugar skulls and playing Coco or movies like that. And so we're very much in the planning stages of a lot of the events that are going on this year. We had our first member meeting, our first general member meeting, and we got a good turnout for that. And so we're hoping that we continue with this membership as far as getting more members to join, especially like not just Latino students, but it's also aimed to be kind of the safe space for Latino students, as the population is very low here at Wartburg. But we also just hope to put on different events, especially for the Renaissance Fair, and bring a lot of just different foods and share those with students on campus. So
wonderful. And for those students that are looking to get involved, how can they do that?
Well, they can reach out to either one of us exec members on campus. We're more than willing to be stopped and asked how to join. But we also have an Instagram page You can follow that, and we have an email too. So if anyone wants to be added to the email list, they can just ask us about it.
Wonderful. Well, I want to thank you both for being in here in the studio
Thank
this
you for
morning
having us.
and for sharing more about salsa, and we look forward to all of your future events. We'll be right back after the short break, so keep it here.
Every time I hear the alarm bell go off in school, I think it's an air raid.
A lot of houses in our neighborhood have been destroyed.
I like to close my ears and sing songs whenever the bombs come close.
I'm worried our new neighbors won't like us.
But I know it's all gonna be worth it.
I just want my family to be safe.
But these are not my words.
These are not my words.
These are not my words.
Welcome back to Cedar Valley Today. This past week, 3 Wartburg College athletes garnered awards from the American Rivers Conference office. Senior Ashley Rottinghouse was named the Conference Female Athlete of the Week and the top League Week performer for women's tennis. Rottinghouse has helped lead the Knights to their best start in program history, along with going 6-0 individually last week. Senior Alyssa Drubalo was named the Offensive Player of the Week for women's soccer after scoring the game-winning goal against 24th-ranked Carleton on Sunday. This is her second Offensive Player of the Week honor and first since her freshman season. Sophomore Sam Pinkowski was named the Runner of the Week for men's cross country. Last weekend, Pinkowski finished 4th at the Bradley Intercollegiate and was the top Division III individual finisher. This is his second Runner of the Week award after earning his first last October. Last weekend, the Wartburg Knights football team plowed over Buena Vista 63-0. This week, I had the privilege to talk to one influential running back who had to overcome a pair of injuries to compete this season. It's difficult for athletes to earn playing time in their first year of collegiate play. However, some athletes are able to rise to the occasion and adjust to the team's needs. In 2017, Bennett Getch did just that. The coaches, including offensive coordinator Matt Wheeler, noticed that about him the moment he stepped on the field as a Knight.
As a freshman, it's hard, and there's a lot of mental learning that needs to go on. So, getting comfortable with the playbook and its alignments, and then the speed at which everything's happening out there. It's a big adjustment, but Bennett was able to do that as a freshman pretty well. So he was actually able to get into the mix a little bit. So, that was a testament to him and his hard work.
This season, the former Iowa Valley standout has found his place as a large offensive threat. Getch has rushed for 157 yards, resulting in a team-high 7 touchdowns. However, he had a pair of obstacles he had to fight to get here.
Last year I had a couple injuries that kind of held me back a little bit, and I'm just trying to stay focused on my part, and it's just I feel like I'm trying to embrace that role a little bit, take it one step at a time.
Last year, Getch tore his ACL and suffered from a shoulder injury. While many athletes would have chosen to give up, Getch chose to keep fighting to where he is now.
Really his resolve to want to come back, to go through not just 1 but 2 serious injuries last season that then he had to take care of in the off season medically. So I've been proud of that, and that that he had the resolve to come back and fight through it and to get his body back to where it is now. Bennett has shown, through his coming back, like I said before, of coming back from his injuries last year in the off season, and just the way he plays. He does play physically. He plays physically tough.
No matter what injuries he's faced, Getch doesn't let them get in the way of his offensive authority. Reporting for Cedar Valley Today, I'm Annika Wall. Getch and the Knights will go on the road to play Nebraska Wesleyan tomorrow. The Knights hold the series 2-0 and hold a perfect 1-0 record in American Rivers Conference play. Collegiate gaming has taken off in recent years, and Hawkeye Community College has begun their first ever esports season. In March, Hawkeye announced that they would add esports to their list of collegiate athletics. This made them the first community college in Iowa to join the National Association of Collegiate Esports. The Red Tails 2018 roster features 17 gamers who are split into 2 teams, League of Legends and Overwatch. Head coach Joshua Myers said that competitive gaming is similar to traditional sports and that he is proud of how the players have come together as a team.
When they came in, it was very much a bunch of disjointed individual performers, and now they are, like, over time, they've become really close. Like, the teamwork is going through the roof. I mean, these guys, they don't just, like, come in here and play together. They go home, they play together. When they go out to the movies, they go out to the movies together. They go out to dinner together. Like, these guys are very much, they're building a family here.
The Red Tails will compete in their first League of Legends matchup on Sunday. For more information about Hawkeye Esports, visit www.redtailathletics.com. The Wartburg College women's tennis team has shot out to its best start in the history of the program. Cedar Valley Today's Ryan Riebenecker has the story.
For the Wartburg women's tennis team, this year's success has been the name of the game. After coming out to a roaring start to the season, they now enjoy an undefeated record of 6-0 and are only looking to get hotter. Head coach Chris Gustis credits their success now to a change he and the rest of the coaching staff made 3 years ago.
So I think the success has come because we in that very first year went back to the basics and taught these girls how to play tennis. Like, these women learned how to hit forehands, learned how to hit volleys, and did it right, and they were willing to take a step back to move forward.
Hannah Fox, a junior and a returning all-conference selection, thinks that decision 3 years ago has set the team up to exceed even her own expectations.
Like, when I came in freshman year, our team was like mostly underclassmen, and we started completely from the basics. And this year, just everything that we've worked on has completely shown through, and I think this will be the year that we're going to accomplish something big.
While there is certainly a lot of pressure on Fox and some of the other large contributors on the roster, Coach Gustis makes a point that his team is successful in a large part because of their depth.
You just kind of go down the line, and our 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 are all very close in skill, and so all those people are being pushed by one another because there's 2 spots for about 5 people. And so everyone has their job.
For this squad to retain all of its early success, everyone will need to keep going above and beyond in their respective roles. Fortunately for the Knights, there's no sign of them slowing down. Reporting for Cedar Valley Today, I'm Ryan Riebenecker.
The Knights will work to defend that undefeated record this weekend as they go to St. Peter, Minnesota to take part in the ITA Regionals. Keep it here after the break. Thank you for watching Cedar Valley Today.
Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter to stay up to date with all of our CVT content.
Have a great day, Cedar Valley.